Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. This time we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna be talking about what's going on in Hollywood, why everything's on fire there.
Yes,
I
everything
it is
is exploding. Everything is on fire. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong.
as you could hear, I have a guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. My name is Batman Ultra Seven. On my channel, I talk about comic books, movies, TV, uh, and everything in between. Trying to get to the heart of art. And today I'm here on Matthew's channel to talk about something that's really important to me, which is the Hollywood strike, the
Yep,
writers' strike, and the actors' strike.
yep. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
So
It's a very a very big topic,
yeah, so the writer's strike has been going on for almost 80 days now.
and it is the first time in several decades uh, that the Writers Guild and the Actors Guild have been striking at the same time.
The
The
last time this happened,
It was when
Ronald Reagan
yeah,
was the president of
it was
SAG-AFTRA.
Ronald Reagan was the president of SAG-AFTRA, which is pretty wild.
Insane. Does that mean Fran Drescher is president soon? Then is that what that means?
I mean, honestly, we'd probably be better off.
That is so true. But yeah, the last time the actors went on strike was 1983.
Yeah,
Um,
and also the last strike was I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember the movie Justice League Mortal?
I think so. Yeah.
It was going to be directed by George Miller.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now you know.
And there was a writer's strike, which kind of just nixed that whole movie.
Interesting. But yeah, yeah, the SAG went on strike in '83. That one involved news reporters.
Yeah,
There was an infamous moment that some random executive from CBS News had to fill in for Walter Cronkite that night.
of course.
But yeah, here we are.
I mean,
History
you
repeating itself
you'd
yet.
you'd like to think it's gotten better than that day, but it really
No,
hasn't.
nope. It's probably gotten worse in all
Oh, it's
honesty.
definitely gotten worse.
Yeah, there's the whole talk about AI, there's the whole talk about residuals. Like, there's so many
Well,
issues.
yeah, there's one story that I felt was particularly important. Was everybody's raving about the bear right now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's terrific. It's one of the best shows on right now. But when the bear got those awards a little while ago,
Yep.
the guy who created the bear had a negative bank account.
I remember reading about this.
Like, this shouldn't be a thing that happens. Like, if a show does well, the people who work on the show should be doing well.
Exactly. I have a different example of that. William Stanford Davis, who is the janitor in Abbott Elementary,
Yeah,
got a check for 3 cents.
that doesn't make any
Not for
sense.
Abbott, for a different show. He made that very clear in his video. But
How much?
yeah, only
How
three
much does
cents.
he make for Abbott?
He didn't say, but he in his video he wanted to make it clear this wasn't for Abbott Elementary.
Well, yeah, I mean Abbott probably pays him more fairly.
Yeah, and it helps the fact that it's a network show too. So
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
getting a
I mean,
better base pay at
network
least.
network television really requires fair pay.
Yeah.
While in streaming television, it's a lot easier to get away with not uh, paying
Well,
people fairly.
when the streaming came to be, no one knew what on earth it was going to be.
Well, also these companies aren't showing the numbers for any of these shows.
And if everyone was getting paid fairly, no one would be upset by that.
Yeah. Well, there wouldn't be a strike going on if there wasn't anything wrong.
Exactly. but the studios are being extra greedy.
as is their way of going about life.
Yeah, they're pretty much. If you look up studio head, you'll see a pig in a top hat.
Yeah, aka David Zaslav.
Oof. Bob Iger,
Yep.
the CEO of Netflix, who I've already forgot his name. I think it's like Ted Stampson, something stupid like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Who the fuck cares? But anyway. But yeah, it's just like, oh,
I'm,
and they said, oh, we're waiting until people lose their homes and all that.
I bet you Zaslav said that.
Probably. Or someone in that Warner Brothers area, even if it
Z-
wasn't specific.
Zaslav or Iger are my best bets for
Yeah.
who said that.
Yeah. I just like I don't understand. Like I understand they want to keep all the money to themselves and all that, but they're being stupid. They
Well, they're not.
lost more money now than they would have if they took SAG's deal.
Plus, you know, uh, it's just not right to take all of the money if you're not doing most of the work.
Exactly. Here's the thing: they're like, "Oh, we're going to replace actors, or we're going to replace writers with AI." Ultimately, their job is probably the easiest to replace with
Oh,
AI
it is
first.
because I mean, they're like executives are literally the job of analytics.
Like honestly, right now, their job could be replaced by a computer right now.
I mean, their job could just be replaced by the YouTube algorithm.
It really could be. It really could be. But they're just being ridiculous. And they want to act like so high and mighty, like, "Whoa, look at us, look at us." Like, no, screw you, go away.
Yeah.
I think I think the hardest part about the strike is that seeing people struggle,
Hmm.
like getting
Yeah.
paid 3 cents, 87 cents. Like, how is that possible? Like Mandy Moore, the head of a successful show, the show was number one on Netflix for a while. This is us, by the way.
Yeah.
87 cents is all she earned from that. Like, how is that humanly possible?
Because I mean, that's how the industry has worked like forever.
But it's going to change. It has to
Yeah.
change.
It has to change. Well, I mean, my theory is, as of the moment, is we're coming we're coming to a point where the studio system is probably going to crumble.
It probably already has, in all honesty. I think I think that if this doesn't get resolved by September, I think you're going to see government officials getting involved and trying to fix it themselves. Because Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, said, "If this isn't resolved by the fall, I'm stepping in and we're fixing this."
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
Because
Because
all oh,
like people act like, actors and writers are these like, you know, $1 billion superstars.
some are
But that's, I mean, that's like the 1%, like
exactly.
Tom Cruise, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Gal Gadot, whatever. Um, but the rest of them are, struggling to make ends meet.
87% of SAC members don't qualify for health insurance.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be the way it is.
I mean, my dad is a member of SAG. He's a background actor. Luckily, he still has his other job, but it worries me in 10 years when he retires and wants to do the acting full time. Could he actually do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's the part that's like boggling my mind a little bit. But yeah, how long do you think the strike will last?
Um, I could see it going for a couple years.
Hmm.
because I don't see Hollywood being amenable to what they're asking for.
I think that studios are gonna have to give in.
Yeah, I
I
mean
know they
that's the
don't.
point of the strike.
They don't want to. I know the studios don't want to, but they're losing way more money than they could possibly handle. Some of these companies will go bankrupt soon if they don't do something.
And um, that'll probably be a good thing.
Well, for some of them, yes, but yeah, they need to step up and pay their actors, and I think
Well, also, I think the indie scene is gonna blow up.
it, I know Barbie was Warner Brothers, obviously, but that was a movie that's not a sequel, it's original in a way. Like
Well,
I
yeah,
know the
I mean,
characterism, but the story itself.
well, also it's created by indie darling Greta Gerwig. So
But that's my point, though. I think what happened with Barbenheimer shows that the audience are done with basic stuff.
well, yeah, I mean, people have been acting like people only wanted superhero movies, but like people coming out uh, for Barbie, for Oppenheimer, for Mission Impossible, shows that you know they want more.
Exactly, and they can handle more. I think Warner Brothers releasing The Flash was the dumbest mistake they made.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
because it's an embarrassment, honestly.
it really is. I did another DC video with my friend Kyle, and we talked about how the DCU is dying and it needs some originality. Problem
Yeah,
is that's not coming anytime soon.
I think there's a little bit of hope with Blue Beetle.
But I feel like it's going to flop due to the lack of advertising
Yeah,
because of the
yeah,
strikes.
yeah, I can see that. I
If
I
if oh,
I
sorry.
hope I hope it doesn't because I think the team behind it are are really great and uh, Zolo. I don't remember if that's how you pronounce his name, but
I
uh,
think it is. Yeah,
yeah, Zolo is a really good actor from what I've seen of him, and
he's great in Cobra Kai.
yeah, I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful to see that movie.
But if any movie should be delayed, it should have been that one, in my opinion. But but yeah, it's, but yeah, DC needs a push, and I think the strikes are not going to help it.
Hmm.
Um, I think the strike will be over by the end of this year, like late December after Christmas, like that type of ending. And and then by January, you'll see things slowly come back to normal.
I can see that though. I think that's a little optimistic uh because these companies may be losing a lot of money, but uh, these CEOs are very casual with it.
But 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 I think shareholders are going to start putting more pressure on them. Like, we're losing money here. We're losing money here. Put your ego aside and fix this.
I mean, I hope it's over by the end of the year. I just don't know.
I think so, but again, we'll see. But it's insane. There's gonna be a lot of reality shows to keep us company.
Oh no, it's David Zaslav's dream.
It's his wet dream. It really is.
Yeah.
Um, I know my only reality show I really watch is Dance with the Stars. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
coming back. I think it's going to come back earlier because of the Emmys being canceled. Well, not canceled, but rescheduled.
Rescheduled.
It's they haven't announced if it's going to be November or January. It's probably going to be January regardless.
Yeah.
But Yeah, they make the celebrities on that show make more money than people do from streaming, which is insane.
Yeah, that just does not make any sense.
Like just showing up on the show, you get paid 125,000,
Wow.
and then and that's before your first dance too. And if you win, you get up to $300,000 altogether.
Yeah, that's more than TV show residuals.
I know, so I would not be surprised if this season you'll see a lot. I don't want to say super famous people, but more recognizable names than we have had before than they have had before.
Yeah.
Because again, 125K for people who aren't working right now is pretty big. And SAG members can be on reality shows and game shows like that, so they're not breaking they're not crossing the picket line to do that. But yeah, but yeah, these fucking studios. Warner Brothers, fuck you. Disney, fuck you. Netflix, fuck you. Did I
Ditto.
forget? Did I forget any others? Oh, Universal.
You could throw Paramount in there too.
True. Um, there's a theory that my friend Caroline has that I think is what's going to happen. Is you're going to see the individual studios start negotiating with the writers and the actors.
I hope so.
I think that's probably what's going to happen more
I,
likely.
I just don't know if I have that much faith in the CEOs.
I think I think some studios can last longer with all this money dump, as I'm calling it. Well, there's going to be some studios that legit just can't do it anymore. Like CBS and Paramount, for example.
I doubt Warner Brothers will be able to go on for much longer, given uh, how many bad films they've been dumping out.
Exactly.
I mean, they did have Barbie.
Yeah, but it's going to go downhill from here. They, I know there's rumors that they're delaying Dune. Hasn't been officially confirmed yet. But if they do that, then they're done. Because that's gonna be the next big movie for them.
Mm,
But yeah, I think like NBC Universal is gonna be the first one to cave in. All they get so much money from Saturday Night Live, the late night TV shows. Like how much longer can they bleed without that?
yeah, true.
I think Netflix will be the very last one to cave in.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of proven that Netflix isn't willing to change anything.
Yeah,
Or
Netflix and Disney.
yeah, I feel like Disney will definitely be the last because um, they don't really lose money that much.
They don't, but
Because even when they make a bad movie, people still watch it.
that's true, but at the same time, though, I hear that the people visiting the parks are down too. So
Oh
like
yeah,
all these other
I mean,
factors thrown into the mix.
absolutely the parks. Yes, like Bob Chapek, like completely ruined that.
Yeah, like the parks being down, plus no new movies or TV shows being filmed. Like Disney is not the company I see getting international TV shows. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't picture that being Disney.
Yeah,
Like I can't see Disney having like a Squid Game or something like that. But yeah, I definitely think Universal's definitely gonna be first. They're gonna want Saturday Night Live soon. Hey, worst case scenario, they could just gut everything, like they did with HBO Max.
yeah, that's kind of their go-to.
It still pissed me off what they did with Batgirl.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Like, I
it would have
understand.
it would have been a lot better than the Flash.
Yeah, like I understand not wanting to release it right away. That's fine. But did you really like? Didn't they like destroy it?
I think they had like a private viewing
Yeah,
in
and
like the parking lot. um, it's either locked away or it's destroyed.
it's just insane. Like you don't do that to some. Like that was $90 million,
Yeah,
and they pretty much threw that away.
yeah. I mean, um, David Zaslav keeps saying, tax write off in relation
Bullshit.
to that kind of stuff, which doesn't really make any sense unless they're like money laundering or something.
They probably are.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the way he's run Discovery before he got Warner Brothers was bad already.
Yeah.
But yeah, spec reality show galore.
So gross.
The last strike 15 years ago caused the reality show movement.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians came out during the last strike. You're definitely going to
True.
expect more reality shows coming and coming and coming. Is there anything else you want to add?
Um, I think, I just want to say that, things need to change.
They really do, and I hope they do. I have faith they will. Look at it this way, they're going to have to. That's really what's going to come down to. They're just going to have. They're just going to have to do it.
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really good. I'm very passionate about this topic.
We all are.
Especially since it like directly affects me. Like I'm not in WGA yet, but I want to be a part of this industry. I want to write and direct.
I think that's amazing.
So this is like this is the this is the building of my future. So I'm deeply invested in what happens.
I think that's amazing. He has a short film coming out next month on his channel, and he posted a trailer for it, and it looks amazing.
Thank you.
It really does, and I look forward to having you on in the future. Maybe we'll do a video talking about the process of making a short film or something like that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course. Now, comment down below. What do you think about the strike? When do you think it'll end? That's what I'm most curious about. What people think about when the strike will end. Do you have any kind words for the studios?
Do you have any non-kind words for the studios?
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining, and